Okay, so let's see what we got here, because this is a pretty strong reading. Of course, we know, most of us who watch these videos on YouTube know about the different suits and what they symbolize. And with the swords, it's all about mental energy, it's all about thoughts, it's all about communication and insight or clarity in a situation. And the Ace of Swords being straight in the middle is telling me that there's something that you've been fighting for or working really hard at. It's been very difficult. It's been a challenge. And it's saying here that over the next 6 weeks, you're going to be victorious in achieving whatever it is that you've been fighting for. Now remember, these are general readings, so it's going to apply to each individual Leo differently. But along with these swords, there's a lot of fire in this reading. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the King of Wands, and then we have the Strength card, and they're all surrounding these swords energies. With the Lovers here, it's telling me there's a head or heart decision that you had to make, and it can be, for some of you, involving a relationship, okay? Maybe it's with another fire sign like yourself, or this other person resembles something of a fire sign. So they may be outgoing, or they may be, just very passionate, or can be, one of the negative aspects would be someone who's temperamental. This can be someone who just believes they're right and stands firm in their convictions and has no qualms about letting you know where they stand or what they want or how they feel. I feel that there's some small victory in a way with this other fire sign. And again, I just want to point out, when I do these general readings and I talk about fire signs, it doesn't have to be a fire sign that you're dealing with. I really like to focus on the characteristics of the court cards. So again, with what I explained about the court card, the fire sign, that may be someone in your life that's resembling a fire sign to you. Okay, man or woman, because we have both the Queen and King here. And in the center of them, we have this Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is about a victory of some sort, but it's a shallow victory, or it's one person winning out against another individual, or possibly two other individuals, because there's typically two people in the background of this card. But I feel that this person you're dealing with, they may be the one that has the small victory, but it's like you won the battle, he won the battle, or she won the battle, but they haven't won the war. Because in the center, you have the Ace of Swords, and this is all about that ultimate victory. It's about going through some challenges and difficulties and finally getting resolution and obtaining that victory because it was fought for. The Wheel of Fortune under that just tells me that things are going to be turning in your favor. So if things, this person had some small victory in a sense, and you felt like you were set back by whatever their small victory was, you ultimately will win. Like I said, you'll win the war. The Wheel of Fortune here underneath the Ace of Swords is saying that your luck is changing. Okay, so maybe, as I said, in the past you felt like this person may have a leg up on you, or something going on where you feel like you're more in a difficult situation than they are. Things are going to be changing for the better for you. The Strength card is all about you, Leo. It's all about you. It's saying here you have the strength, and you can tame the beast within yourself. So with the High Priestess here, I want to say that one important message would be to learning how to tame that beast within yourself. This may be a situation that gets you fired up, which I can see because we have, three fire cards here. It may be a situation that gets you fired up and heated and passionate, but ultimately, the way you're going to obtain this victory, whatever it may be in regards to, is by learning to tame that inner beast, learning to tame your anger or frustrations and use them in a way that is more calculated, more strategic. So you know that this person fires you up, you know that this person plays on your feelings, or you know that this person can easily upset you. So you knowing that, again, have to be strategic and have to understand, there's intention behind this on their part. So knowing that is their intention, don't give in to that. Don't feed it. And that may be challenging for you because underneath that we have the Eight of Swords, which talks about feeling mentally stuck. Feeling as if you're not sure how you're going to handle this person or this individual. Feeling trapped. In this deck, this woman is completely surrounded in this bubble with the swords underneath her. So she feels mentally stuck. She doesn't see the way out. And that may be how you're feeling. You may feel as though you're not sure how you're going to handle this person. But just know that you have victory on your side. It's all about taming your inner beast and being strategic in how you handle this person, knowing what their motives are, or understanding their motives in the sense that, they may try to upset you in some way or play on your emotions in some way. And it's really for you to learn how to play that game in a sense. And I'm not saying anybody should be playing mind games or whatnot, but sometimes we just have to know how to handle people, especially toxic people, especially people that don't wish us the best or have the best intentions, okay? The Four of Swords underneath this tells me that at the end of this 6 weeks, you're going to be able to have a period of rest. And this is what you certainly need because you've been, this has been very emotionally overwhelming for you with the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups can talk about just feeling very emotionally overwhelmed. And I feel as though you're finally going to get what you need, and that's rest. You need a timeout. You need space. You need to be able to really relax and contemplate because you've been working so hard at this victory, and dealing with this person has put you in a place where you just feel stressed and anxious or upset all the time, and you just really need a timeout. Again, the High Priestess, I feel, is linked to the Strength card in a big way, where it's saying, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, and learn how to control those feelings within yourself, because the High Priestess, she's all about keeping things to herself and not revealing things. And the thing with the High Priestess is she tells us, you will understand in good time. You will eventually understand what lessons or what wisdom is to be gained out of this. But in the meantime, really focus on just going through the process, right? So with the High Priestess here, it talks about going in and reflecting on ourselves. And I can see that here with the Four of Swords as well. It's taking this time out to reflect, to help you get out of this mindset or this space where you feel stuck, and learn how to tame your inner beast, learn how to tame your passions or your energies so that you can come out on top. I'm going to take some oracle cards on this and we'll just get some clarity. And I think, honestly, the first card that I'd like to look at is this Lover's card. Again, this head or heart decision may be different for all of you, so it's not going to be the same, but if we can get some more clarity on that so we can understand what this victory is in regards to, that may be helpful. Okay. Well, a change took place that caused some jealousy or resentment or animosity. And now you're dealing with the head or heart decision of letting this go. This can be related to work, but it also can be related to a relationship or a family member, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that you were jealous. You could have been the one that was jealous, and that may be why it's talking about taming your inner beast and controlling your emotions and being more strategic, okay? But it can also be the other person here that's jealous or envious of you in some way. And so they may be playing petty games, and that's where they get this, small victory because you feel emotionally like they've done something to you that you're not too happy about, right? But this talks about reflecting on the past as well. This widow card talking about you're looking back saying, did I make the right decision? And if you're questioning that over the course of the next 6 weeks, I will tell you that you did make the right decision because the Ace of Swords is underneath that. So you have the mental clarity and you do understand, but emotionally, with the Strength card here, emotionally you may feel like I just got to be really emotionally strong to get through this because I still care about this person, or I wanted things to end differently or work out differently than what they have. I want to look at the Five of Swords. Something new. Okay, so on the Five of Swords, a small victory for someone and someone else being left kind of without, okay? Or out in the cold, kind of. We have the baby, which is symbolic of something new that occurred. There was a visit, so perhaps you or another person that you're dealing with had a visit and had a conversation with someone or reconnected with someone. And there was a lot of joy about it. There was a lot of happiness. Again, this can be you or this can be the other person. I feel like it's another fire sign or someone that symbolizes those traits. Perhaps you weren't too happy about it, or perhaps they weren't too happy about it, which caused this jealousy and the decision to leave whatever behind, okay? Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune here. Oh my goodness, yeah. So whatever you have going on with this other individual, okay, remember the wheel is changing. It's going to be moving in your favor. We have thought, contemplation. I feel this heavily plays into this Strength card, okay? It's saying here, learn how to tame your inner beast. Be strategic. Think it out, okay? Trust yourself and trust that you have the inner strength and you have the ability to move in the right direction. Try to not let negative thoughts or limited beliefs affect how you feel about yourself or the situation, and stay focused on your goal. That's what I'm getting. So we have thought, contemplation, taking this time to analyze and strategize, bringing about good fortune for you. And so we have two cards of fortune, the Wheel of Fortune, and then this is like the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, involving a home or a house or a family or maybe property or real estate investment, okay? So whatever the situation is for you particularly, it's going to turn out in your favor. So just trust in that. Let's look at the Ace of Cups lastly, and I'm going to move on to the love readings. Excuse me 1 second. I'm so sorry. It's terrible being sick. Okay, so on the Ace of Cups, we have, in the past, there was some type of unexpected joy, a pleasant joy that took place. Perhaps someone's loyalty or fidelity came into question. This can be even if it's regarding a work situation, maybe you're not feeling as loyal or faithful to the job because you're not happy there anymore. Or there's someone who's jealous or envious of you in the workplace, and it's causing you to question their loyalty. Obviously, if this is regarding a love relationship or a family relationship, this is just saying, someone's loyalty is brought into question, and there's an ending. There's an ending or a transformation that takes place out of this. Remember, the Ace of Swords also talks about communication. So if there's a need to communicate with this individual, again, strategize it, plan it, how you're going to say it, keep yourself in control. Don't allow this person to bring out that anger or those that fiery energy within you. Just be cool, calm, calculated about it. It's going to be a victory for you.